Hey, so I wanted to talk about Aquarius moons. Sorry, my puppy's crying in the car. It's a moon sign that admittedly I don't know too much about. I don't know anyone that has that placement, but I've always found it really fascinating. When the transit comes through, it just feels really interesting and I consider it a lot, and it's the opposite of my own moon sign, and I feel like it'd be kind of fun to have. So this was a request video. I know I'm a little bit late on it, but I'm going to talk about it right now. And I just wanted to say that I'm making my December forecast free for everybody. If you want to check it out for December, that way you can kind of see what the project is. I worked really hard on it, and I don't want no one to be able to have it just because of money. So if you download it, check it out, use it throughout the month, and you find that you are really interested in it and it helps you understand yourself and it helps you understand astrology, then I would hope that you would consider subscribing to the service for January in the future and all that. So I'll put the link in the description. So Aquarius moons, right? Air moons are interesting in general because they are very mentally based and they're nurtured off of vibrations that come from their brain and from neurofeedback a lot more than kind of gut feelings. So it's not exactly the most, it doesn't always make sense is what I'm trying to say. And Aquarius is a little bit weird. Aquarius is an individual and it's got that really unique Uranus energy that no other sign gets to have. And because of this, your emotions are going to be incredibly complex and individuated, and you're probably going to ruminate on them a lot. You're probably going to spend a lot of time, effort, and energy trying to understand your emotions, understand why they exist, for what purpose they exist, and you're also going to want to communicate with other people about this. So you're someone that could really benefit from therapy or just some good friends that are willing to listen to you about it, because for most of the air moons, you really need to talk about your feelings to understand them, because Aquarius is a very detached sign. It's enlightened in a way, but it's kind of above everything and disconnected. So what happens when it's your moon sign is that you experience your emotions almost outside of yourself. Like you have an emotion, but your consciousness is the observer outside of your body, outside of your feelings, looking down on you and going like, oh, okay, you're having feelings right now. But it's difficult for you to completely integrate it and for you to take it personally and for you to fully embody it. So what you end up doing to help this process is to verbalize it and to talk about it, because once you start communicating it with somebody, once you start communicating it with somebody, it becomes a little bit more real to you, and it forces you to engage your mind and your social persona into the situation. So if you say, you know, I'm feeling really upset right now, something more real kicks in for you, where you know that you've just said something to somebody, they're going to receive it, they're going to process it, they're going to respond to you, vice versa, feedback. That's how you become in touch with yourself, is by expressing your emotions and talking about it and sharing them with other people. And in the same way, you love to listen to other people's emotional situations, and Aquarius can't really help themselves but give advice also. But, you know, so in friendships, that's really a lot of what you're doing is being emotionally supportive in both directions. Because at the same time, when you can hear someone's story and hear them kind of go through their own unique emotional process, you can compare it to your own and kind of realize that society and humanity in general is an emotional species. I mean, all animals, for the most part, experience emotions differently, but it's something that you'll eventually learn that you share with other people, and it's kind of something that can keep you connected with them and to help you understand humans better. So it's worthwhile to delve into that world and just be honest, be open, talk about it. Don't be afraid to do that, because it's really something that you need to do. You're also really nurtured by identifying as a human and being out in society. Like, if you're really depressed, it's probably because you're alone, or you feel like you're not doing enough for the world and you just feel useless and unable to help. That's really what upsets an Aquarius, is they feel like they want to give so much, or if they feel unappreciated. This moon sign in particular, you need to be recognized for the actions that you take and for the good that you do for the world. Like, if you do a million favors for your friend and they don't even say thank you, first of all, you need to communicate that with them. But what's more likely to happen is that you're going to feel so horrible about yourself and really doubt the goodness of people and wonder why you even help others at all. And it just starts spiraling really horribly, and you really start to question a lot of things that are just kind of existential problems. And that's going to make you feel pretty negative emotionally. Or if you don't have a job of some kind, or you don't have a lot of connections or friends, you're not getting out of the house enough, even like a phone call can really perk you up, or someone texting you, or volunteer work. You know, Aquarius moons really need to get out there and into the world and interact with people and help people and see what's going on in society. You know, these people will be amazing social workers and project organizers, managers for nonprofit situations. Like, that's where they're going to thrive and feel really good about themselves, because what Aquarius needs to feel emotionally positive is to feel like they are a good, contributing human and member of society. That's what they need. And a little bit on top of that, they want to be acknowledged for it also. So there's someone that's very public. This is going to be a little bit more of an extrovert placement for sure. Obviously, it depends on the rest of your chart, but you need friends, you need to talk to people, you need coworkers. It's very stimulating for you. Like, you will get really bored. You've got an incredible amount of mental energy going on, and your emotions are backing that up. So if you're not getting your brain going and you're not getting those good neurofeedback systems going on in your body, you're going to feel like crap. So it's really hard when you are feeling depressed to want to go out and communicate with people, because you feel like you're not contributing in a healthy way. But, you know, that's what friends are for. And hopefully there are some people that can recognize that you're just going through a hard time and you really need to get out there. So just push yourself. Even volunteer work, you know, most places are super open to accepting you into their community if you're giving free work and all that kind of thing. Also, the internet is really important for you, and technology. Aquarius, and a lot of the times it's the Uranus energy rules, like innovation and technology and higher wisdom and electronics and that kind of vibration. So, and with Aquarius, it's particularly in a social way. So If you are feeling a little bit lonely or like you're not doing enough, you can always go on social media. You can always start posting about revolutionary ideas and stuff like that, because you're definitely a humanitarian. You're definitely going to feel for the underdogs, or for the people that aren't being treated correctly, or for all the bad things going on in the world. You're the kind of person that can watch the news or read a story and feel so badly for that person that's struggling as if you knew them personally. You really, really care about humanity and society and how it's doing, what you can do to contribute. So a lot of times, even donating or working for a charity or being very vocal online or sharing information, making videos, that kind of thing is going to really make you feel better, and just connecting with people all over the world. Just be careful, because the media right now can be really negative and fear-mongering, and every time you tune into it, you'll find obviously there's someone in the world suffering for some kind of reason. It's unavoidable. But for every person that's suffering out there, you know, some good thing happened that day, and someone achieved something that they've always wanted to accomplish, or, you know, someone saved an animal's life, something like that. So I would encourage you to seek out positive news sources, or even create that kind of thing. I've always wanted to do that, but it's not necessarily in my time frame right now. But to just be a positive news media outlet, like, people need that. People need to know some good things that are happening. So just try to balance that out. And if you find yourself getting really upset about the state of the world, just really try to focus on what's going good in your life, or the people around you, or in general, because there always is something good. You just have to look for it a little bit harder, unfortunately, in this day and age. It's kind of how news works. Yeah. What else do I want to say? People are going to feel really comfortable around you because of the fact that you're so accepting. Something so beautiful about Aquarius is that they're able to look at every individual and see the benefit that that person brings to the world, to see that they have their own individual opinion that they're bringing to the table, their own stories and their whole life, and they can kind of see the web of how everything kind of networks together so beautifully, and how we're all integral aspects of this universe. So they're so good at meeting people, and of any kind of person, you know, whether you're not on the binary, or, you know, or whatever culture you're from and whatever country you're from, they're going to totally accept you, and that's really beautiful. So this is a person that's very kind and very generous. You're so giving. You really just want to provide for other people. That nurtures you in return, especially with the moon there. Like, you just want to give everything that you possibly can to make someone's life a little bit better, because it makes you feel like you're doing enough. Like, you can, if you feel like you've done enough, at the end of the day, you can lay your head down and say, yeah, you know, I'm a good person, I did enough today. So yeah, all right. I've been talking for a while, so I'm gonna stop. I hope that this resonated with you guys, and thanks for watching.